Hello, all my dear student of 11th standard. Today I'm going to start with our first chapter, Introduction of Commerce and Business. OCM full form is Organization of Commerce and Management. Here in OCM, you are going to study all about business, what are the types of business, and small part of OCM subject deals with management. Management means if you start your business and if you want to run your business successfully, how you can manage your business, how you can deal with your employees, that is included in management. But what is commerce? For understanding commerce, we have to understand some basic concept which I am going to teach you here. We all human being do so many activity in our life. In our daily life we do so many things. So that is called as human activity. Whenever we do some activity, we have some objective of doing such activity and we expect consideration in return of that action. इंसान जो भी काम करता है उसे कहते हैं ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी, और ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी जब भी होती है तो उसके पीछे उसका कोई मकसद होता है, कोई एम होता है, कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है, और उसे कहते हैं कंसीडरेशन. अगर किसी ने कुछ काम किया तो उसके बदले उसे एक्सपेक्ट होता है इन रिटर्न ऑफ दैट एक्शन. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी टू गेट मनी इन रिटर्न. इट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी टू अर्न मनी in return of any activity. We also sometimes are happy or at peace when doing some activity. We get satisfaction after doing some activity. So that is also a type of consideration. For example, if your mother is not well and you help her in kitchen work, then you will feel satisfied. So you will not get money in return, but you will be happy to help her. So whenever you are performing any activity, you get in return consideration, but consideration change as per the activity. So जब भी हम अगर कोई एक्टिविटी करते हैं तो उसके रिटर्न में हमें कुछ कंसिडरेशन मिलता है. वो पैसा भी हो सकता है, वो सुख और शांति भी हो सकती है. तो अगर तुम किसी की हेल्प करते हो तो इन रिटर्न तुमको क्या सुकून या शांति मिलती है. हालांकि वो भी एक एक्टिविटी है. तो कोई भी एक्टिविटी में तुम्हें रिटर्न में कंसिडरेशन मिलता है, लेकिन ये कंसिडरेशन बदलता रहता है एक्टिविटी पर. सो ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़ are divided into two, non-economic and economic activity. Whenever any activity is performed, people get consideration in return, and it may be non-economic or economic activity. So first we will understand what is non-economic activity. Non-economic activities are those human activities which are performed to satisfy personal, social, religious, cultural and sentimental requirement without monetary expectations. You will not gain any money. Monetary means money. If you are doing some personal work, for example, if you are expert in mobile repairing and you have this business but your own mobile is not working now, so you are going to repair it, so that is non-economic activity because you will not pay to yourself. Same way against social activity, you are doing some social work, you are helping others, you are helping poor people, or you may be helping old people. That is also a non-economic activity. You will not get any money from it. Same way religious activity, if for example you are visiting a temple, you are offering prayer, so this is also non-economic activity because these activities are performed just to fulfill one's spiritual need rather than monetary ones. Or any work you are doing just to make yourself happy. For example, you like reading book and you are reading book, you are serving people. This is an example of non-economic activity. Non-economic activity, you will get something in return, that is consideration you will get, but it will not be in monetary terms. Next is economic activities. Economic activities is also a type of activity where consideration is a must, and that is in मॉनिटरी टर्म्स. दैट मीन्स इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी ऐसी एक्टिविटी है जिसके रिटर्न में हमको पैसा मिलता है. तो यहाँ पर जो एक्टिविटी होती है उसके रिटर्न में पैसा मिलता है, या कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो पैसे से ख़रीदी जा सके या जिसको बेच के पैसा कमाया जा सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मदर मे टेल हर यंग चाइल्ड टू complete his homework and then she will give him chocolate. So child will do his homework happily because in consideration he will get chocolate. So that is not मनी बट इट इज़ मनीज़ वर्थ. तो जब भी हमें कोई लालच दी जाती है कि अगर हम ये काम कंप्लीट करेंगे तो हमें इन रिटर्न ये रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो मनीज़ वर्थ. एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी इज़ वर्कर वर्किंग इन अ फैक्ट्री. सो व्हेन ही विल वर्क इन फैक्ट्री ही विल गेट इन रिटर्न हिज salary, that is in monetary terms. This is economic activity. Now economic activity is divided into three: business, profession and employment. We will understand each of this. First is business. Business means production and distribution of goods and services. Now we will understand what is goods and what is service. Goods are the item that satisfy human wants and that is useful for the consumer. Any item if you purchase from the market, you can think of any item. Whatever you purchase from the market, that is called as goods, like furniture, mobile, laptop or sofa in your house, bed. So all these are called as goods. And what are services? Services are intangible in nature. We cannot touch services but we can feel the benefit from it. For example, teacher is teaching. So teacher is giving service to the student. She is not giving any tangible goods to student. She is giving some kind of service. Same way, lawyer, doctor, bank, hotels, they are giving some kind of service to you and you can feel the benefit if you have account in some bank and that is giving you good service. So you will say that okay, this bank has good service. Basically, businessman, what they do is they produce goods and services and they distribute it in the market. That is called as business. And business is done for the profit. Ultimate main aim, main objective of any business is to earn profit. And benefit for the consumer is that it satisfies multiple and complex need of the society. We get what we want for our house. We want so many things. We want food, we want furniture, etc. So that is provided by the businessman. And production of goods means making of goods. It may be agricultural product or finished goods produced in factory. So the question is, what is agricultural goods and what is manufactured goods? Goods which are produced with the help of manpower and with the help of machine, that is called as the manufactured product. And what is cultivated in the piece of land like growing food grains is an example of agricultural production. सो प्रोडक्शन में भी दो टाइप के होते हैं, एक तो एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट होता है, दूसरा जो है फैक्ट्री में प्रोड्यूस किए जाते हैं. तो जो मशीन्स के हेल्प से और लेबर्स जो वर्कर होते हैं उनकी हेल्प से बनाए जाते हैं उसको कहते हैं मैन्युफैक्चर्ड गुड्स. और दूसरा होता है एग्रीकल्चरल गुड्स जो खेती बाड़ी के थ्रू जो है फूड ग्रेन वगैरह, ये एग्रीकल्चरल गुड्स में आएगा. अगर पीनट्स की खेती की जाए तो वो एक एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट है पीनट्स, और वही पीनट्स से अगर मशीन के थ्रू ऑयल बनाया जा रहा है तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज मैन्युफैक्चर्ड गुड्स. अब ये हो गया प्रोडक्शन. नेक्स्ट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. एंड नाउ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इंक्लूड्स marketing of goods and services, advertising it, and also it involves transporting it to the destination, to the market, because production may be done at some place and distribution market may be in some other place. So producer need to transport it to the market, so for that transportation is used. Then warehousing, that means storing goods in some place, so that is all included in distribution. So distribution includes marketing of goods, transporting it, warehousing and advertising. So distribution का मतलब होता है कि उसकी मार्केटिंग करना, उसके बारे में एडवर्टाइज करना, टीवी पे प्रमोट करना, उसको टीवी पे, न्यूज़पेपर, मैगजीन्स वगैरह में उसको प्रमोट करना. ऑल्सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में जो है ट्रांसपोर्टेशन भी आ जाएगा और वेयर हाउस भी इसी में आ जाएगा. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का मतलब है उसे जब प्रोड्यूस किया जाए फैक्ट्री में, उसे मार्केट में लेके जाया जाए थ्रू ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. और वेयर हाउसिंग मतलब उसको स्टोर करना, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज वेयर हाउस, वेयर इट इज़ स्टोर्ड. सो ये सारी चीज़ें डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में इंक्लूड है. नाउ वी विल सी डेफिनेशन ऑफ business. Professor Haney, business activities are all those human activities which are directed towards the production and processing of wealth. Simple word he is saying is that all those activity, all those human activity which is done for the production of goods and services and which leads to making of wealth. जो भी एक्टिविटी है जिसमें प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है और जिसकी वजह से वेल्थ बन रही है एक इकोनॉमी में, एक इकोनॉमी जो है आगे बढ़ रही है, बूम कर रही है, वो सारी एक्टिविटीज़ जिसमें प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है और वेल्थ बन रही है उसे क्या कहते हैं, वो बिजनेस है. प्रोफेसर प्राइड, हर्क्स एंड कपूर, व्हाट इज सेइंग, the organized efforts of individual to produce and sell for profit the goods and services that satisfy society's need. So what he is saying, it is an organized efforts, it is a systematic efforts of individuals. That means he's talking about businessman. So this is a systematic efforts of businessman. What he is doing is producing goods and selling it in the market. Why he is selling it is to make profit. And another benefit for the society is that society is getting what it needs. It needs goods and services on daily basis, so it satisfy society's need. That is what that is business is. सो यहाँ पर अगर हिंदी में बोला जाए तो क्या है, ये एक क्या है और सिस्टमैटिक एफर्ट है बिजनेसमैन का जो प्रोड्यूस करता है गुड्स और वो सेल करता है मार्केट में। क्यों सेल करता है? क्योंकि उसे प्रॉफिट चाहिए, और दूसरी तरफ सोसाइटी का भी बेनिफिट है क्योंकि उनकी भी नीड्स जो है पूरी हो रही है। कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ बिजनेस और फीचर्स ऑफ बिजनेस. First is it is an economic activity. Now business is an economic activity. We have already seen that what is non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is done out of love, affection, feeling and sentiments. But here business is done to earn profit. A businessman, he is doing business to earn his livelihood because he also want to run his family, his home. So business is an economic activity. Second is two parties. Every business transaction involve two parties, that is one is seller and the other one is buyer. One who is selling is the businessman who is selling, he wants to sell his goods, and the other party is buyer who wants those goods because he want to satisfy his need. Business transaction is a result of an agreement between buyer and seller. So here it may be oral or it may be written. Whenever we buy goods, we are ready to pay something in return, and the seller, he is ready to sell his goods in return of cash. It may be a written agreement. For example, if you are purchasing any property, there is a written agreement. So there is always agreement between buyer and seller. Third is profit motive. Purpose of the business is to earn profit from the activity, and businessman का जो मेन एम होता है वो प्रॉफिट होता है, उसको मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट चाहिए, वो चाहता है कि उसका सेल्स ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा उसका जो है गुड्स सेल हो, और उसका जो प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट है, जो बनाने का कॉस्ट है, वो कम से कम हो, ताकि वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट अर्न कर सके. सो अगर प्रॉफिट कमा रहा है तो ही बिजनेस है. इफ़ ही इज़ नॉट गेटिंग इनफ प्रॉफिट, ही विल क्लोज हिज बिजनेस, ही विल नॉट डू हिज बिजनेस, बिकॉज नोबडी वॉन्ट्स टू डू बिजनेस विच डजेंट हैव एनी प्रॉफिट. द अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट मे डिफर फ्रॉम बिजनेस टू बिजनेस. कितने बिजनेस होते हैं जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट होता है, और कितने बिजनेस होते हैं जहाँ वेयर देर इज टफ कॉम्पिटिशन, सो प्रॉफिट में बी लो. फोर्थ इज प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. Businessman, before he distribute it, he needs to produce those goods and services, and goods may be manufactured or it may be procured from the supplier with the aim of selling it further to the consumer for the profit. So if you have your own factory and you are manufacturing it, it may be one case, or other case may be that somebody else is producing and you are just supplying. You have heard about the wholesaler. So wholesaler, he is also doing business, he is supplying goods to the people, but he is purchasing from somebody else. Fifth is exchange of goods and services. Another feature of business is it involve exchange of goods and services with what? With money or money's worth. So for example, if you are buying notebook from the shop and you are giving cash in return, that is a monetary transaction. And another money's worth may be, for example, barter exchange. In the earlier days when there was no currency, there was no money. So in those days, goods were exchanged for the goods. Example of barter system is trade between Iran and Russia. Iran has promised to supply petrol, and in exchange Russia is supplying wheat to them. Same way here trade is going on between Iran and Pakistan also. Here also Iran has promised to supply petrol, and in return Pakistan is giving them food grain. So this is what? This is barter exchange, where goods are or services are exchanged in return of some other goods and services. But if the goods are produced for the own consumption, अगर आप अपने ही consumption के लिए अगर आप goods प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, तो आप एक्सचेंज नहीं कर रहे हैं उसको पैसे से या मनीज वर्थ से, सो वो जो है बिजनेस नहीं है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, स्टिचिंग ए ड्रेस फॉर अ डॉटर, इट कैन नॉट बी कॉल्ड एज अ बिजनेस एक्टिविटी. But same dress, if it is stitched by the tailor, that is an economic activity. That is called as business, because in return you are going to pay to the tailor. Same way, if the goods are donated or if it is given as a gift, that is not business activity. Sixth, dealing in goods and services. Every business transaction is concerned with either goods or services. If there is absence of goods and services, it cannot be called as business. So goods have two categories. It may be consumer goods or it may be capital goods. So what is consumer goods? Which is consumed by the consumer, final consumer. That is called as consumer goods. But if there is further processing is involved, that is called as capital goods. For example, if I am going to purchase sugar or milk, etc., for my consumption, that is called as consumer goods. But if the bakery, is purchasing sugar, milk, etc. for making bread, so that is capital goods for them, because they will do some processing and they will make some final goods and they will sell in the market. So यहाँ पर जो है दो कैटेगरी है, कंज्यूमर गुड्स होते हैं जो बिजनेस डील करता है जिन गुड्स से, वो कंज्यूमर गुड्स भी हो सकता है और वो कैपिटल गुड्स भी हो सकते हैं. अदर एग्जांपल ऑफ कैपिटल गुड्स आर मशीनरी, प्लांट, फर्नीचर एक्सेट्रा यूज्ड इन द बिजनेस, that is capital goods. 7. Continuity in dealing. Every business requires regularity in transaction. There should be regular transactions. If there is one single transaction, that won't be called as business. For example, if somebody is selling his old car or mobile on OLX, so that is a single transaction, that won't be called as a business. But if the car dealer is selling car regularly, so that will be considered as business activity. 8. Uncertain returns. This is another feature of business, is that return is always uncertain. There may be profit, there may be loss. If the return is certain, that won't be called as business, that will be called as employment, because in employment every month person get fixed salary, so that is employment. But business involve risk, so return is unpredictable. 9th element of risk. Risk is the key element of every business which is concerned with exposure to loss. The risk is that there may be loss. This loss can be due to some unfavorable or undesirable events in the business. For example, during coronavirus pandemic, there was suddenly demand for the luxury goods went down, but on the opposite side, demand for the medicines were actually increased. So there can be risk due to uncertain events which businessman cannot predict. He cannot predict in future what will happen. तो business में हमेशा रिस्क रहता है, क्योंकि जो मार्केट कंडीशंस होती है वो चेंज होते रहती है और बिजनेसमैन प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर सकता है. एंड अदर थिंग इज दैट देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ रिस्क, इंश्योरेबल रिस्क एंड नॉन insurable risk. See, certain events are beyond the control of businessmen, like change in consumer taste, habits, likes, dislikes, change in fashion, etc. So for these things, businessman cannot take insurance. But on the other hand, some risks are insurable. For example, loss due to fire, theft, natural calamities, etc. So for these, businessman can take insurance and can minimize his loss. Overall, no business is free from all the risks. दो टाइप के रिस्क होते हैं, इंश्योरेबल होते हैं, नॉन इंश्योरेबल, जिनका इंश्योरेंस निकाला जा सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लॉस ड्यू टू फायर, थेफ्ट, नेचुरल कैलामिटीज, गुड्स का इंश्योरेंस निकाला जा सकता है. और अगर ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स होते हैं, जैसे आग लग गई गोडाउन में, तो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी क्लेम दे देती है. इस तरीके से बिजनेसमैन अपने रिस्क को मिनिमाइज कर सकता है. मगर कुछ ऐसे रिस्क होते हैं जिनके लिए इंश्योरेंस नहीं निकाला जा सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सडनली देयर इज चेंज इन गवर्नमेंट, तो गवर्नमेंट चेंज होती है और गवर्नमेंट अपनी पॉलिसीज चेंज करती है अगर बिजनेस के लिए, तो उसके लिए कोई इंश्योरेंस नहीं है. तो यहाँ पर इसमें जो है बिजनेसमैन कोई इंश्योरेंस नहीं निकाल सकता है. कोई भी टाइप का रिस्क हो, बिजनेसमैन जो है रिस्क फ्री बिजनेस नहीं कर सकता है. कोई ना कोई रिस्क जरूर होता है बिजनेस में. ये एक फीचर है बिजनेस का. 10th, कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन. कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन इज द अल्टीमेट एम ऑफ बिजनेस. बिजनेसमैन इज डूइंग बिजनेस so as to satisfy human wants, and businessman try his level best to produce such goods which makes the customer happy and satisfied, because if the customers are happy, they are going to purchase from you and you will earn more profit. In fact, अब business इतना एडवांस हो गया है कि काफ़ी रिसर्च होती है, कस्टमर से फीडबैक लिया जाता है और सैम्पल डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है प्रोडक्ट का. काफ़ी टेक्निक्स अडॉप्ट की जाती है और फाइंड आउट किया जाता है कि कस्टमर को क्या पसंद है और उस हिसाब से प्रोडक्ट बनाए जाते हैं ताकि कस्टमर हैप्पी हो और इस तरीके से उनका सेल भी इंक्रीज हो सके. सो दीज आर द फीचर्स ऑफ बिजनेस. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी आर गोइंग टू सी व्हाट इज प्रोफेशन एंड व्हाट इज एम्प्लॉयमेंट. थैंक यू.